Hello, America. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update about what's been going on here at True Love ENT Presentations. We are sorry we have not brought you any presentations recently. We may be transferring to audio only. We are now accepted on Spotify, for YouTube is banning free speech. So we're slowly disbanding from that. However, there will be much more variety in our new show, so be sure to stay tuned. We will provide you with many links and many opportunities to follow us. Our first episode is going to be on technology. Well, enough about the chit-chatter and all the crying. Why don't we get started tonight?
Why, yes, I certainly think we should. I've been very bored, all by my lonesome.
Why, thank you, Carl. All right, let's get it cracking.
I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. So this week I've been waiting to say anything further until I got the chance to apologize to those closest to me that I knew I personally hurt. I also accepted some invitations from some amazing black organizations, some executives, and leaders to engage in some very real and honest conversations. I'll admit to you, I was pretty nervous to accept those invitations. The very people I hurt, and they had every right to step on my neck while I was down, to not show me any grace, but they did the exact opposite. They offered me grace. Hey, take care of this pussy ass motherfucker. Oh, fuck. Hey, Gracie, take care of this pussy ass nigga. Hey, take care of this pussy ass motherfucker.
120 days. Give me a break. Need time. 120 days. $1.9 trillion relief so far. They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential this week for child care. Just remind them, I wrote the bill on the environment. Why would I not be for it? Pay them more. This is an employees bargaining chip now. 120 days. Give me a break. Need time. 120 days. Give me a break. Need time.
Come on, Zulu Jinjo. What's that? Young Lily Body, oh yeah, Zulu Jinjo. Young Lily Body, Zulu Jinjo. Young Lily
必须说，现在在速度与激情中，我做很多采访，很多。所以在一个采访，我给我
Bear with us, there are a lot of...
And how we doing, folks? It's gonna be another great episode with you. We have a lot to bring to you, I tell you. I'm excited. Carl, do you have anything to say about it? And how...
I'm not okay with that.
Why, yes, it has been quite an eventful month, I tell you. We've had John Cena singing in Chinese and talking belligerently. We've had Morgan Wallet cussing out people, Kid Rock cussing out and making slurs and all that good stuff. Joe Biden whispering and calling Vladimir Putin a killer, as well as he called him Trump. So why don't you go ahead and cover that story, friend?
Well, thank you, Carl, for the introduction, and I believe I will. The Putin-Biden meeting. After the meeting, Joe Biden had a press conference, and during it, each reporter asked 2 questions. He said, I'll start by answering the second question because I don't remember the first one.
As I was saying, we're having a lot of technical difficulties, so please bear with us.
Let me answer your first. Well, I'll answer your second question first. Let me answer your first. Well, I'll answer your second question first.
Imagine that. Biden also called President Putin President Trump. He tried to immediately correct himself. He also called him a killer. Imagine.
I caught part of President Putin's press conference.
President Putin responded with calling Joe Biden old, and Biden said Putin didn't have a soul.
President Putin had called you in his press conference an experienced person. You famously told him he didn't have a soul. Do you now have a deeper understanding of him after this meeting?
Thank you very much.
Biden also spoke about how he didn't want ties with the king of Syria because of Syria's chemical warfare, but the U.S. still has alliance with China. Imagine that. Biden also spoke about how he didn't
Like I
want
said,
ties
we
with
have
the king
technical
of Syria
difficulties
because of Syria's chemical warfare.
I fired my editing team.
Answer. Biden said he'd invade Russia. Answer. Let's hug and love each other. Let's hug and love each other.
Biden also spoke about how he didn't want ties with the king. In more local news, Oregon Governor Kate Brown lifted the mask ban. She said, "It is because of this success that we can move Oregon forward and into the next chapter of this pandemic. We are ready to die." Her exact words. They were indeed. And which don't believe I've covered this in a previous episode, but a statue of George Floyd was erected in New Jersey. There was also a statue of Derek Chauvin erected in Virginia. Oh wait, this just in. Whatever the damn sound the breaking news report made. Lightning struck down the statue of George Floyd. White lightning, that is. Carl, do you got anything to say about it?
The only thing I have to say about it is the same thing that Joel Patrick's friend said. Thou shalt not worship false idols. They were idolizing a damn crackhead.
They were indeed. In which many people idolize many statues of entertainment, politics, and media, which you shouldn't. They're not meant to be idolized. But, you know what? I'm gonna run for mayor so you can idolize me. Carl, are you gonna be my running candidate?
Why, yes, indeed, I will. I will be your damn manager, your vice president in the mayor's office, and whatever you need. Because we need to show the people true conservatism through independence.
Exactly, because even the independent candidates, you can see their viewpoints either relate to the right or to the left. I'd like to say I'm in the middle, but, you know, everybody kind of leans one way or the other. It's like, how's it hanging today, Bob? Oh, a little to the left because I use my right hand. Please stay tuned, folks. We're going to have Dr. Death, Barack Osama Obama, Deep Thought with a Crackhead, and a little kid in today's time. Woohoo!
Actually, we're only going to have one of those other
Gay
guests.
Guru.
We have him as well.
Great day, folks.
There are a lot of buttons to be pressed.
This week we have 2 weekly burnouts, including the Olympic runner, Sha'Carri Richardson, and Vin Diesel. We'll start with good old Vin. Let's get him loaded up here. So, Vin Diesel, there's been many memes going around about him. I think they're a bit delayed, if you ask me, because he's made 10, 12, 1,000 of the same movies because nobody else wants to hire an actor who acts the same in every movie. At least Gary Busey has some versatility. And I did not know that his father is Mr. Clean. What about that? Vin is saying, I do this for family. Everything is for family. Like him making 12 of the same movies and his family getting tired of it. I bet you even they haven't watched all of the damn sequels to the Fast fuckers. In latter news, Olympic runner Sha'Carri Richardson failed her drug test in order to be entitled to run in the Olympics. She responded with, I'm human. Well, there's one issue with that statement. I haven't ever seen a human look like her before. So here's actually a picture of her with her makeup off. Woo! This week we have 2 weekly burnouts.
I'm a confused kid in today's time. I don't know if I'm a girl or if I'm a guy. When my daddy was a kid, he just wanted to fly. I'm just a kid and I just wanna die. Somebody bring me back to life. Hi there. Hi. I was just wondering and kind of confused if that big old police officer was strong enough to hold down that black man. Couldn't he just be strong enough to put him in the back of the car so the black man would still be alive instead of had the knee in his neck? So he could wait on backup with the black man in the back of the police car instead of the black man down on the ground with the knee in his neck. That's just my thoughts. Thank you. I'm a confused kid in today's time. Here is my penis. Here is my spine. When my daddy was a kid. Shit. Don't get confused or out of line. This is not a vagina. This is my behind. I'm a confused kid in today's time. I don't know if I'm a girl or if I'm a guy. When my daddy was a kid, he just wanted to fly. I'm just a kid and I just wanna die. Should I leave it out or should I pull it out? Should I leave it in or should I pull it out? Should I leave it in or should I pull it out? Somebody help me. Okay. I think I'm okay now. Yeah. I was just confused about why the hell that old creepy bastard that's calls himself our president was whispering. Why he's always talking to these foreign people if he don't want to make treaties and be friends with them, if he just wants to tell him he ain't gonna do nothing with them. And I was also confused about what really happened to the statue of George Floyd, because I've seen many lightning strikes, but I've never seen a lightning strike take down a statue. I'm a confused kid in today's time. Here is my penis, here is my spine. Don't get confused or out of line. This is my penis, not a vagina. I'm a confused kid in today's.
Namaste. Thank you for joining us. And blessed the earth. Give back. tested your gayness on the earth. Namaste with the transvestite, with the equal rights, with the LGBTQ. Jesus loves you, gay friend. And that was it, folks. We thank you dearly for tuning in. As I said, there are a lot of technical difficulties. This is one of the greatest complications known to modern man when trying to continue a vodcast with the video, because you have to press so many buttons with the clips, and it's just, frankly, it's hard to do that on your own, especially when you don't have support from the community or the nation, especially when your rights are slowly being taken away from you by YouTube, so on and such nature of that. But it was good to have some 101 time with you. It's good to see you again. Carl, do you have anything to add? Why, yes, I hope we do get to see you visually, but if not, just tune in to our Spotify. I will continue to be featured on the episodes, as well as most of our other staff. It's going to be quite different. It's going to be a variety show. We're going to have education, philosophy, sports. JJ Freelove may come back with us if you've tuned into our previous episodes. We will provide you with many links and many things to come, many promotions. Just stay tuned. We thank you all. I've tried to be as sincere as I can be. I've just brought you the current events in a taking side form, I guess is how you can put it. I've said it as frankly as possible. I wish hate towards no one, only love, and that's what we try to portray here at TrueLoveEnt. Thank you, folks. Have a wonderful night.